Well, hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd put up another quick video. My daughter and I are sitting here keeping an eye on the sky, and wanted to show you Sunspot 1944. Sounds like a broken record, I'm sure, but this is the latest image. The issue with this latest image here, this is a close-up. I'm zoomed in here. It has now really got its act together with some complex mixing. As we know that the sun is flipping its poles, and so this is one of the reasons why these huge sunspots can become in danger really quick. As we see the red leading the blue, blue leading the red, we've got the electromagnetic connections are mixing, and kaboom, we're going to have another X flare, folks. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, and it's going to be an X plus, and we could definitely count on that. Probably happening. Shoot, I'd give it a couple hours even. I hate to predict and miss, but this is pretty serious here, folks. If this doesn't pop off some of those filaments and other things, I don't know what will. We already had an X 1.2 out of this without the mixing, complex mixing. Now we have the mixing going on. So I would suspect a more dangerous flare, and as you can see, the blue mixing along this line here, and so we do have some mixing here going on. It's really important that it's paid attention to. So I noticed it, thought it deserved a report. Another thing I want to report on, and that is the incoming debris from Comet ISON. Okay, yeah, this is my lovely desktop here. This is my mean machine, huh? You don't see it very cluttered, huh? Well, there's a lot of clutter up there in space, and people want to say that ISON is gone. Yeah, you know, there's been, you know, since November, there's been over 700 plus reports of fireballs, huge fireballs. Okay, I don't know how many pieces of debris coming from whatever Perseids meteor shower that you guys need, but you know, we have this going on. That blue, I mean, this wasn't the sunspot that did it, but you know, sunspot did supposedly blow apart ISON, right? Okay, it made a trip around the sun, and the sun tore apart ISON. Okay, that's the power of our sun. Now, if it tore it apart, it just evaporated, you know, like it just evaporated like steam off of Fukushima. No, folks, we are going to go through, and we have been going through the debris field. And we're also encountering what's called the ecliptic. That being said, that is the reason why you see an elevated report in fireballs, asteroids, meteorites, etc. And as if we don't have enough to worry about here, but because of the power of the sun, there's a reason why we have fragments of ISON that of all different shapes and sizes that the Earth will encounter. And some of these other people out there are trying to say that, oh no, let's get the subject ISON out and out of the attention of viewers or the public, so we can explain these meteors one way or another. And it's not ISON, really. And we're just now entering the debris field, and yet these fireballs and meteors persist. So please, you know, take a very close look here. Okay, that's a huge sunspot, folks. You're going to deny this too? You know, you're going to deny what's really going on? Okay, let me zoom back out here. Of course, I'm out at my favorite site here, and it's being overrun, I'm sure, with traffic. Okay, and if ISON is not a problem, we got this as a problem, but if ISON wasn't a problem, why is it still here? Why is it even on the map? You know, that's the direct hit of that X flare, and I guarantee you we're going to have another one behind it, right behind it, and it's going to happen soon. And let me tell you, folks, with this X flare coming, it's just going to exasperate the problem we have with this debris field that we're going through. So when that blip is off the screen, then I'll be more convinced that ISON is no longer a threat. But the people in the NASA.gov office seem to find it important that they keep it on their maps and their models. And that's for a reason. Because there is debris out there. Okay? The debris that I'm worried about occurring is mainly with knocking out of satellites, knocking them out of service, knocking them out of the air, having them pummeled to space, having our military bases hit by these celestial objects, things of that nature. I mean, we have thousands of military bases everywhere. You know, so the chances of one of those suckers getting hit is not really far-fetched when you're considering we are going through a debris field. It'd be one thing if this wasn't there or this never happened, and then you're trying to make a prediction of this sort. But, you know, we did see ISON intact come around the sun and not, you know, and then they say it was blown apart. It wasn't a fizzle, okay? These comets don't fizzle. As a matter of fact, the Perseids is a result of a so-called fizzled comet, and we still get meteor showers from it. Okay? So, and so that's why ISON is still important. We don't know how big the fragments are. You know, they're trying to say that ISON was only 3 miles wide. Well, sorry, guys. This blip wouldn't be there if it was only 3 miles wide. And leaving such a huge debris field. And so anyway, just keep an eye on what's going on out there. Your fireball reports shall increase, and through the next couple of weeks, actually, keep an eye on it. And I think that the ones that will enter the atmosphere, the ones that have been putting on a show, but the ones that are yet to go, yet to make the real news, those will happen within the next couple of weeks, I predict. And so get ready for your next X-class flare. You know, get ready for it. It is on the way. Right out here, you think everything's flat. Well, that's what happens. You get a little bit of quiet, and then kaboom again. See, quiet. All right, and that's got its act together after the last flare. It really has. It really has, folks. So I'm going to continue to report on this. We got 80% of M class and 50% of X class. So you know, might just taking a chance of being 50-50 right. Well, and we also see the solar flux down 195. The BZ down to negative 2.9. Solar absorption still off the charts. Normally this will peak, you know, if we get these, it'll happen for a little while, but go right back down. Not happening this time. You know, and this is what I mean by what it should look like on the poles. Ooh, boy, it's gotten more intense down there on the Antarctic, you know, or Antarctic. Very serious, folks. You know, even in the higher bands, they're taking a pretty good hit. So, and we get this next X class, it's just going to make things a lot worse. And they were chemtrailing all day today. All day today. My skies are just filled with chemtrails today. And due to this. Wow. Yeah, it just updated and got worse. Oh my goodness, just updated and got worse. Oh, Lord help us. I know I put out long videos. My last video got a whole 5 hits. So let's see how much, you know, people really care and paying attention. I know you guys are probably getting sunspot overload, but these could be some of our last transmissions, folks, if this continues. And I'm not a fearmonger. I don't even know how to fearmonger. I'm not even very good at it. All I can do is put the information out there, show you what the satellites are saying, and also the earthquakes are another thing you might want to be paying attention to. Oops, let's go ahead and take that off of there. I was going to take you out to the earthquake map anyway, and so let's go ahead and do that on my new tab there. Bookmarks. We've got an earthquake map here somewhere, don't we? Propagation solar, frequency, all kinds of weird stuff on this here. Depth sense. Hey, there you are. Helio view earthquake. USGS. Earthquake. Please get me to the maps. I'm going to zoom out here for you because we have been having some significant movement out here in the Pacific. And these are the recent earthquakes. I'm going to see. Got this one here. And we'll just follow it right up the west coast. Okay. Out here in the Pacific as well. So we are getting some pressure. These smaller microquakes in Soledad, California, all along the San Andreas Fault there, and even out here, that was over at Tonga. But the Pacific is feeling some of the pressures, I believe, of the incoming solar activity. So all around here, folks, the most recent earthquakes. So go out there to USGS, check that out too. Take care, guys.